Okay, so we have gridded a photograph in half-inch squares, and you are going to grid your paper in 3/4 inch squares. And so, anyways, as you guys are going along with the grid, what I want you guys to do is think about thinking of things in shapes of values and just thinking of one square at a time. So for example, if I'm drawing this, I'm not thinking I'm drawing a tiger, I'm drawing a tiger, I'm drawing a tiger. I'm thinking about what shapes and values do I see just within one individual square. And so anyways, so for example, if I were to look at this tiger, it becomes very, I want to say, like it's too much. If I were to try to draw this, I wouldn't know where to start. And especially if I was trying to get into something that was really complicated like the stripes, it becomes very overwhelming. And so anyways, I passed out these little squares out to everybody, and you can make one of your own if you guys are working online. And basically all it is I took a paper and I measured a 1/2 inch and I cut out the square. And what I like about this is it helps you keep that chatter that you see from distracting you. So for example, if I'm trying to draw this square, if I cover this and everything but that square, suddenly this becomes a lot more doable. I'm just thinking of it as a black shape, a gray shape, and a black shape at the very top. And I'm less distracted of what's going on. And it becomes a lot more doable if I just look at it like this. Or if I even move it to the next one, this feels so much more doable to do. Or even if I got into parts of the eye, that becomes a lot more doable. And so while you're shading, think of it at doing it that way. So anyways, this is the horse that I started gridding earlier. And anyways, this is my terrible example right here that I've been doing for students. But anyways, I just kind of go down square by square. Some people like to start with an outline. Some people like to just go one square after another, and when they get one done, they just put an X on it to show that it's finished. And as you guys are shading, do your best in the shading. We're not going to go too much into shading technique with this assignment, but I would advise to change your directions, go into overlapping little circles to just smooth out the shading. Right now my shading's really rough and terrible, so I would take the time to, move that pencil back and forth, little overlapping circles, smooth it out as much as you possibly can. And especially just get into places like this nose, for example, like this square right here. I can just take the time. Let's see, I better make sure that I'm on the right square to begin with. Okay. Which is how it darkens, and then it slowly starts to lighten into this lighter shape here, and then I have a dark background. With all these little whiskers of a horse, what I can do, or what I would advise doing, is just shade it, and I have a special eraser you guys can use to get those little wisps of hair right over there. Or, I kind of messed up lining these two up, so I'm probably going to erase this little bit here so it lines up a lot more easier. And just erase the grid as you go along. But anyway, that's about it.